Hi, it's me, and that's him, and we're the Sci-Fi Scholars.
And we are talking Arrow, Season 5, Episode 16, Checkmate.
Because this is the episode where they finally figure out who Prometheus is and take him down. No, they find out every year.
Well, yeah,
They try to take him down, it doesn't work too good.
well, yeah, Oliver goes and finds Talia, who he then finds out is an Al Ghul,
Yes.
which we already knew, but he didn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but
Yeah,
Takes-
breaks
fine.
into her compound, which is basically a mini League of Assassins compound,
pretty much.
and then fights a bunch of her guys, and then gets to the point where it's like 6-on-1 or 7-on-1, and she's like, "All right, leave us alone. Everyone else get out. I'll deal with this."
And then she goes, you know what? Prometheus is Adrian Chase.
And he's like, "What? Like, why did you help him? Like he's one of your students. Why didn't you warn me?" He's like, "Oh, by the way, Ra was my dad, and you killed him, so I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
Even though I had a massive falling out with him, and I didn't have anything to do with him for years, and
Yeah.
rah rah rah. You're not allowed to kill him."
Yeah. So I thought that, yeah, it gave her kind of motivation on why she was a friend and now she's a foe. And, yeah. But, and then there's some really, dude that plays Adrian Chase just nails it in this episode. He's just so menacing the entire time, and they just have little conversations between him and Oliver when he finds out, and they're just like, finally, you know. Like, I'm so happy you know. I don't have to put up this facade anymore. And then just they have these angry back and forths in the middle of the town hall, and Oliver attempts to reason with his wife to find out what
what's going on over
but
there.
then but she doesn't believe him, and because he went to see her as Green Arrow. Green Arrow's been told is now public enemy number one, so she freaks out.
Yeah.
And so it was cool,
so the cop, and then Adrian's pre-planned for that, so the cops rock up, and so Diggle's there with him.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, what are we going to do? He's like, well, I'm not having a fight with the cops. So he basically smoke bomb and disappears.
Yeah, I thought they did all that really well, and I found it interesting that the next step with Prometheus was, he has a pub, what do you call them? The media press conference. See, I would be a brilliant politician.
Oh, you don't need to write your own script features. You don't need to mean what you say.
I'll be brilliant then.
You can blame it on other people.
Anyway, the point being, I really liked how in that press conference, Oliver's just looking at him like, I just want to stab you on the back right now, as he's talking and saying, this is a hard time. Adrian's like, this is a hard time for me and my wife.
That happens a bit.
It happens a little late. It was like in the middle of the episode.
Yeah, hard time for me and my wife. Yeah.
And then Oliver's like, all right, Green Arrow, shoot to kill now.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting dynamic, which I kind of liked, and thought would be kind of cool to see what happens there. And all while Susan, which is why Oliver can't do anything.
Because Susan's being kidnapped.
Yeah, he's constantly trying to, he wants to do something.
Because he confronts Adrian in the car park, and Adrian's basically like, I know where Susan is, no one else does. If you kill me, she's just going to starve to death.
Yeah.
Which Oliver's like, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. So I've
not keen on that one.
Yeah.
So then they eventually manage to figure out where where they think where she is. So they start sweeping the building for her, and the rooms start exploding.
Yeah, there's bombs and people get trapped, and they finally found, Oliver finds her, which was interesting, and she's just like, hey, Oliver, what's up? But what I liked is she actually looked like she'd been a little bit tortured and quite bloody and all that. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So it actually looks like she actually has been under duress, not just...
chilling.
Yeah, not just chilling. And then he's just like, oh yeah, get the hell out, I'll find Prometheus.
Yeah.
And
she tries to tell him who Prometheus is, and he's like, no, I've figured that out as well.
Yeah.
So then they go down to the basement.
What I liked about this part was they did something different. They actually showed, brought in his wife, but held her back so that she could actually see him reveal himself as Prometheus. He's got the Prometheus box and takes it off, and he gets all menacing, and he's like, what are you going to do? And then they bring in the wife, and he's like, oh, shit.
And then, she tries to reason with him, and then Oliver gets closer and closer and closer and closer, and just like stabs her, and Oliver and Diggle are like, oh shit.
I think
that
he
was
even
not the
uses-
plan.
Doesn't he even use one of Oliver's arrows?
Might do.
I can't remember exactly.
Anyway, so then Oliver basically tells Diggle, all right, get her out of here, get her to hospital or whatever,
And
then tries to face up against
it was a
Prometheus.
pretty even fight. Nobody was really winning it. It was a lot like it wasn't full on like a normal arrow one where it was really stylized, but they still kind of half realistic. This was a bit more like two guys that just hated each other, that were just trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
Not just take each other down. And I really liked that. It was this brawl, like full on, like, they both just was like, no, I don't want my, like, just fisticuffs, right? Like, as they didn't. And I thought that really worked. And it didn't seem like either person was really getting the upper hand. Like, there was moments when
Both of them
was,
were
but it was like, the fight kept going. It kind of did feel like
and then
Oliver was going to get beaten.
Then Oliver was getting, well, there was, right before he got taken out, he looked like he was slightly ahead.
I suppose at that moment, but up until then he really wasn't. But then having Talia rock up and just...
But then again, a lot of his fights were against the major bad guy. He looks like he's losing, and then he has a little bit of winning, and then he like just wins. So they played on their own trope a little bit there.
Yeah,
starting to win, because normally it would be go, and then he pins them or whatever he needs to do. At this time, it gets tranked from behind. It's like gone.
Yeah.
And then
I really liked that, like getting him being kidnapped at the end and being in that cell at the end. I was just like, oh yeah, this could be some like this could be really, really good for the next episode.
And then basically, Adrian's like, I'm going to show you who you really are.
Yeah, which is interesting. But the other thing as
There's
well
no
is
mirrors in the room, so I don't know how he's going to do it.
Oh, you could bring one in.
But why wouldn't you just leave the mirror there, like, and just point out, like, I'm going to show you who you really are?
Yeah, but then he couldn't bring out his phone and just be like, camera, that's the back of your hand. Oh. How do you flip the camera to do your selfie?
Unties him and has another brawl. And that's why we don't make shows.
Yes. And then, the Adrian blames his wife's death on Green Arrow.
Which is a bit harsh, since he killed him himself.
And then says that Green Arrow, Oliver's been kidnapped or something.
No. It doesn't tell anyone what happened, because he doesn't say what happened to him. I'm pretty sure they end up blaming it on, like, he went on, like, leave for some reason.
Yeah, I actually can't remember that part now. It was the least important part of it. But either way, and we haven't even talked about the backstory, like the flashbacks again, where the hockey rink shootout, which was really cool.
Basically, at the end of the previous episode, Gregor loses like the vote for captain of the Bratva,
decides to shoot them all
and then
up
starts
anyway.
shooting everyone. So this episode, Anatoly is like, we've lost now, because he's just going to promote new captains, and then they'll all be loyal to him, and we can't do anything. So Oliver's like, not if we kill him first.
Yeah. and that's when his first really brings out the hood, and obviously Anatoly's like, is the hood really a good idea?
Yeah, and then they basically kill everyone except for Gregor, because he's about to, and Anatoly's like, nah, we don't need to kill him yet. We'll just like arrest him or something or other.
But before that, to find out where he is, Oliver tortures some dude.
Yeah.
And that ends up skinning him alive.
Oh yeah, he tortures him, and it's like Anatoly's like, he looks like he resisted really well. It's like, he broke in like 10 minutes, and the rest of it was just practice. It's like, what?
I was like, wow, that is dark, and I like it. We're finally getting that. He's really delving into where we see him at the start of season 1.
Yeah.
So these next, 6 episodes? 5 episodes? Whatever's left.
It goes to 23.
Yeah. how many's left, we're finally seeing that path to him going back to the island and stuff. And, he kills Gregor and stuff like that as well.
No, he doesn't kill.
Yeah, he pulls the arrow straight through him.
Oh, yeah.
Shoots him with an arrow.
Anatoly tries to tell him not to, but then he does it anyway.
Yeah, he does it anyway. And I found that quite interesting as well. I feel like there's something I'm missing, but I don't think there really is. I just remember this episode.
Are we getting more of Curtis's balls flying around the place?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that they bashed down that wall?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
To save what's their faces, Diner and Ramirez.
But still, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ramirez is something smart like, finally brought up some news or something or other.
Something. Yeah. It was a funny comment.
But yeah,
But yeah, overall, I actually feel like this has been the best episode of the season. I just remember being like, "Damn, that was a good episode!" Like, just the story just made sense. You got to see Adrian actually be evil, and he does it so well. Like, it's pretty like over the top, but it's done in such a way that it makes it awesome.
yeah.
Like, it's not
And
like
compared to some of the previous bad guys, he doesn't have superpowers, doesn't have like crazy weapons. He's basically someone who's gone through the same training as Oliver, but is at a different point and just disagrees with him.
yeah. And I really like I just really like seeing the evil side of Adrian Chase. So, for me, one of the best so far in the season.
Do you agree with him? Is this your favourite episode of the season?
Do you agree with me?
I don't know. Like, I have hard judging them against each other. I just enjoy them all. Like, some of them are like a bit silly, but like I just like a lot of them. So
Yeah. Anyway.
see you next time.